Have you ever felt like you were in control of your life, making choices freely? What if I told you that every decision you've ever made was already determined by forces beyond your control? This is the bold claim of hard determinism, a philosophical position that challenges our intuitions about free will. But if we're not in control, what does that mean for morality, justice, and responsibility? Welcome to Everything Humanity. Today, we're exploring hard determinism, a theory that claims determinism is true. Every event, including our actions, is caused by prior events. Free will is an illusion. We only think we're in control of our choices, no moral responsibility. If free will doesn't exist, how can we blame or praise anyone for their actions? By the end of this video, you'll understand the arguments for hard determinism and its implications for our lives. In a deterministic universe, every event is caused by prior events and governed by natural laws. This includes human behavior. When you decide to drink tea instead of coffee, hard determinists argue that this decision results from factors like your upbringing, brain chemistry, and mood, all shaped by prior causes. Hard determinists see the universe as a giant clockwork machine where every event unfolds predictably. Even what feels random, like a coin flip, follows precise laws of physics. Our lives, they argue, are no different. According to hard determinism, free will is an illusion. Our sense of choice stems from neural processes shaped by genetics and environment. Scientific studies back this up. Brain activity related to decision-making occurs milliseconds before we're aware of making a choice. This suggests our decisions are already determined before we consciously experience them. If free will is an illusion, what does that mean for morality? Punishing a criminal under determinism isn't about moral blame, it's about deterrence or rehabilitation. Praising someone for achievements also loses its weight if their actions were determined by prior causes. Hard determinists argue for a justice system focused on addressing root causes, like poverty or mental health, instead of assigning blame. Hard determinism faces challenges. First, it contradicts our intuition that we have free will. Second, it raises ethical dilemmas. If no one is responsible for their actions, does it make sense to reward virtue or punish wrongdoing? Finally, critics ask, if everything is determined, where does that leave concepts like creativity or individuality? For some, determinism feels liberating. For others, it's unsettling. Philosophers like Paul Holbach and Baruch Spinoza argued that human actions are governed by causal chains, like natural events. Neuroscience supports this view, showing how neural processes precede conscious decisions. Even quantum mechanics, which introduces uncertainty, doesn't restore free will. It merely replaces one inevitability with another. Hard determinism offers a radical perspective on free will, but it's not the only view. Alternatives like compatibilism and libertarianism also address this debate. Now it's your turn. Do you think free will is real, or is it an illusion? How does hard determinism shape your views on morality and justice? Thank you for joining me on this journey into philosophy and science. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more explorations of the human condition. Let's keep questioning the world together.